Just wanted to join in this morning and make the announcement that I'm announcing my candidacy for the Treasurer's Office for the state of Ohio. The first is I've got a financial background, and the primary job of the Treasurer's Office is to protect and invest the taxpayers' money. And I think with my global business experience working for Ernst & Young in the financial sector, solving problems for companies overseas and here domestically, that I'm going to bring a lot of knowledge to the table in terms of serving in that office and being able to do a good job of protecting and investing that taxpayer money. One of the issues that I've worked hard on is the heroin issue in the state of Ohio. And it's caused so many families just immense pain. So one of the things I think the State Treasurer's Office can do is facilitate the standardization of what's called a social impact bond in the state of Ohio. And this is where we can actually get private money to come in and try new ideas in our state as to how we treat the heroin addiction problem. Second piece that I think a lot of families face around the state, it doesn't matter whether you're in a suburban area or a rural area, the cost of college has become unaffordable for just about everybody. I think that there are a lot of tools out there for people to be able to use to find a path toward affordability, things like College Credit Plus, where you take class in high school that counts towards your college degree, or go into a community college and not having to pay the room and the board of a large institution for a couple years, and then you can go to the larger institution for the last 2 years and get your degree from the Ohio State or the University of Cincinnati, the larger institutions in Ohio. And I think that so many families make that one of the largest financial decisions of their life, perhaps, without having any kind of financial literacy on how to make these college costs affordable for their family. So the third thing I'd like to do as state treasurer is really help promote a package of financial literacy for those families that are looking at college to figure out how they can find an affordable path for their sons and daughters. The fourth piece is I'm interested in a tool that the State Treasurer's Office currently has called a stable account, where an individual that has a developmental disability can live their own independent life apart from the government and yet not have their medical benefits through Medicaid endangered by having more than $2,000 of asset. We need to look at how, where we get a higher return on the bonds and we have a benefit for the taxpayer, the state of Ohio taxpayer, how we might be able to increase our investments in Israel bonds. And by the same token, we need to stop funding and investing in countries that we know that are state sponsors of terrorism.
How long have you been contemplating this move?
I've been looking at this for the past year seriously and working on it to see if we could make that kind of a jump, and you've got to gauge whether or not you have enough political support to be able to do that. Here locally, I want you to know, and I want my constituents to know, that I'm not going to abandon that. I'm going to continue. I've been working very hard on the state budget.